All right, breaking news for you this morning. A 20-year-old, Katarian Chandler, is in jail right now. He is charged in the death of 14-year-old Sincere Alexander, a case we've been following since last year. Sincere Alexander was killed July of last year. Chandler was arrested this morning around 2. He's charged with capital murder and aggravated robbery. We are told that police could arrest more suspects in this case, so we will keep you updated. For the very latest, head to fox16.com. And this morning, 2 of the 3 Sharp County escapees are in custody. Authorities caught Robert Pollard and Christopher Frey after a car chase in Horseshoe Bend. Jailers found the inmates missing from their cells Wednesday morning during a routine check. A third person is still on the loose, though, so we do have a picture of him. His name is Randall Sledge. If you know where he is, call police or the Sharp County Sheriff's Office. In a breaking news update, a man shot several times during an apparent robbery is in critical condition. It happened at Westwood Apartments in Southwest Little Rock Tuesday evening. Police say a 30-year-old man was shot 3 times during a scuffle with several men. The shooter said he was defending himself during a fight. So far, no one has been charged. Prosecutors are reviewing the case.
A plea deal is agreed on for the man accused of killing a 4-year-old Stone County girl. James Glenn took a lesser charge of first-degree battery. He was originally charged with first-degree murder. Skylar Shellstrom died from blunt force trauma in 2016. Skylar's dad says he's not happy with the plea deal.
The person that I believe in my heart physically did it is fixing to walk away in a year or 2.
Skylar's mother, Victoria Dicus, was convicted in May of first-degree murder. She is now serving a 19-year prison sentence. So far, no charges filed against the driver who hit a teacher and 8 children outside a Pea Ridge daycare. Police say the teacher was pushing a stroller with the children inside across a 2-lane highway when she was hit by a Dodge Dakota truck. The truck did agree to a field sobriety test. No word, though, on the condition of the teacher and children.
Controversy in Faulkner County about a building that was purchased with money raised to build an animal shelter. Well, it's now being used for something different. Local rescuers are stretched thin trying to take in all the stray and unwanted animals. They say the city of Conway has a shelter, but it's at capacity. And a building that was bought by a voluntary tax for a shelter is currently being rented out by the sheriff's office instead.
Once we accumulate a certain amount that will fund the building of an animal control shelter and the operation of it, then we'll build one and operate it. The problem is that before that actually happened, this building came available.
The county attorney says there are a lot of different things that need funding. That includes the shelter. So they're tossing around ideas to redistribute other tax revenue to go toward getting the shelter going. Some Lono County homeowners are searching for solutions at a dangerous intersection. We're talking about Graham Road. It's offset where it meets Kerr Station. So the lanes on the west side of the intersection don't necessarily line up with the other side. It's a 4-way stop, but some drivers say that drivers blow through the signs, they lose control, and they go off the road.
When they go over that hill, they're off in the ditch, and they try to overcorrect, and just like a ping pong ball, just bouncing around.
Here's an image of what it exactly looks like. Some neighbors suggest the county straighten Graham Road. The fix would cost around $500,000. No word yet if the county is considering that as an option, though.
The Trump administration is cutting the Affordable Care Act's Navigator program. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services will provide $10 million this fall. 2 years ago, the Navigators received $63 million. The CMS says the program only produced 1% of the consumers who signed up to get coverage this year. Open enrollment starts in November. Pfizer is delaying its planned drug price increase for this month after President Trump criticized drug manufacturers for raising prices. Pfizer says prices will now return to where they were before July 1st. President Trump has a blueprint in place for lowering prices and patients' costs. Breaking overnight, a Florida police officer is on administrative leave after shooting an armed carjacking suspect early this morning. The suspect ran from the officer and tried to escape through a grassy field. He eventually got out of his car and the officer ran after him. That's when the suspect began shooting at the officer. The officer shot back and hit the man in the leg.
A Chicago judge has been disciplined after bringing a gun into the courthouse. We have the surveillance video for you. It shows Judge Joseph Claps dropping a handgun. There he goes, and he reaches to pick it back up as he's walking through the lobby. Well, 2 sheriff's deputies saw what happened, so they reported it. The judge has a permit for the gun, but they are prohibited in the court building. He's been reassigned to non-judicial duties during an investigation. The founder of Papa John's steps down after using a racial slur during a conference call in May. The call was reportedly a role-playing exercise to prevent future public relations fumbles. The PR firm conducting the media training reportedly cut ties with Papa John's after the phone call. Nearly 1,000 immigrants from 47 different countries are U.S. citizens this morning. Wednesday, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services welcomed 975 immigrants as the newest citizens of the U.S. The ceremony was held in El Paso, Texas, not far from the U.S.-Mexico border. All of the foreign nationals went through a rigorous civics education and testing.